At dawn, the mountains of feudal Japan rise through the mist. Villages, forests, and distant castles form the world where the samurai lived, trained, served, and carried the weight of their name. The samurai estate was more than a home. It was a place of order, duty, family service, and social rank, where every gate, garden, and room reflected discipline. A samurai day often began before the world was fully awake. Simple preparation, careful clothing, and quiet focus were part of the discipline expected from a warrior. Sword training was not only about strength. It demanded posture, patience, repetition, and control. A single movement could represent years of practice. The samurai was not only a swordsman. Mounted archery, horsemanship, timing, and balance were essential skills for warriors who needed to move with speed and precision. Armor protected the body, but it also carried identity. The helmet, cords, plates, and clan symbols told others who the warrior served and what family he represented. Honor was tied to loyalty and responsibility. A samurai served his lord, followed strict expectations, and lived under a system where duty often came before personal desire. Behind every warrior stood a political world. The daimyo commanded land, armies, advisors, and retainers, and the samurai served within this wider structure of power. Castle towns were full of life. Merchants, craftsmen, farmers, officials, and warriors all formed the world around the samurai class. Inside the household, samurai life included meals, family customs, education, and the passing of values from one generation to the next. Women of samurai families often carried major responsibility. They managed households, guided children, protected family order, and preserved the discipline of the home. Many samurai were also educated men. They studied writing, history, poetry, law, and strategy, proving that the warrior ideal included the mind as well as the sword. The tea ceremony showed another side of discipline. Every gesture was measured, quiet, and controlled, turning stillness into a form of training. Religion and reflection shaped the samurai world. Shrines, temples, nature, and ritual offered moments of silence in a life often defined by obligation. When war approached, preparation mattered. Armor was checked, horses were readied, banners were raised, and supplies were gathered before a campaign began. On the march, samurai and soldiers moved beneath clan banners. The sight of an army in formation revealed organization, loyalty, and the power of collective discipline. Battle was not only chaos. From a distance, it was also formation, command, banners, movement, and the pressure of decisions made before swords ever met. Leadership required calm under pressure. A commander had to read the field, direct his men, and carry responsibility for the lives under his command. After battle, silence returned. The warrior life carried honor, but also exhaustion, loss, and the heavy memory of what service demanded. In times of peace, samurai often became administrators. They watched over land, settled disputes, handled records, and served as local authorities. Over time, the role of the samurai changed. In stable periods, many became officials, scholars, and managers, still carrying swords but working increasingly with documents. Status brought respect, but also pressure. A samurai lived under expectations of loyalty, behavior, courage, and self-control that could feel as heavy as armor. Eventually, the samurai age began to fade. The armor, sword, and old customs remained powerful symbols, even as Japan moved toward a different future. The legacy of the samurai is not only battle. It is discipline, service, culture, honor, and the memory of a class that shaped Japanese history for centuries. Subscribe to the channel and join the History Storytellers for cinematic history documentaries and journeys into the past.